Hello everyone, welcome to the Christ Central Morning Devotional. It's Monday the 21st of June, midsummer, and it's raining hard outside, so proper English summer. Today we're starting a new series in Nehemiah, and I'm going to read the passage and then make some comments and then give us some things to think about today as we go out to our day. So here we are, Nehemiah chapter 1. The words of Nehemiah, the son of Hilkiah. Now it happened in the month of Chislev, in the 20th year, as I was in Susa, the citadel, that Hanani, one of my brothers, came with certain men from Judah. And I asked them concerning the Jews who escaped, who had survived the exile, and concerning Jerusalem. And they said to me, the remnant there in the province who survived the exile is in trouble and shame. The wall of Jerusalem is broken down, and its gates are destroyed by fire. Which is cracking opener, isn't it? So here we have Nehemiahs in the Babylonian exile. And just to give you a bit more of a picture, Nehemiah often is the third return back to Jerusalem. So we had Zerubbabel, we've had Ezra, and we're getting ready for Nehemiah to go back. But that's a bit of a spoiler for tomorrow. What's happening today? So Nehemiah is cupbearer to the king. This is a rather good job, apart from the fact that as you've tried all of the drinks, if any of them are poisoned, it's going to be your last. But it does place him in the king's court, gives him probably means that he hears a little bit about what goes on in the court, and may well be a slight confidant because the king clearly trusts him with his life, not to poison the king himself. Otherwise you have to have a cupbearer after the cupbearer and it gets silly. So he's in quite a powerful position. I'm assuming that means he's fed, watered, clothed, and it's a rather deal really, isn't it? But he asks of Jerusalem. So Hanani turns up and Nehemiah says, what of Jerusalem? What of our home? What of where we've been promised we will inherit? So as I said, he's going to know that people have gone back there. He's going to know that 90 years or so ago, Zerubbabel went back, and more recently, Ezra went back. And both of these guys went back with a view to rebuilding Jerusalem again. So, what do we see here? We've got Nehemiah, who's got quite a comfortable position, but he's focused on the promise. He's focused on the future, and he's focused on where God is said he will take his people. So he's not content with his comfortable lifestyle. He's thinking, what does God want here? And we kind of see this mirrored in the New Testament. So in 1 Peter 2, pardon me, we're told by Peter that we should keep our conduct honourable and live pure lives. And we're reminded, we're reminded that we've been bought by the blood of Jesus, and we're reminded that we're co-heirs with Christ. And Paul reminds us in Philippians that we are citizens of heaven. We should be focused on where the promise is. But of course, for us, it would be easy to remain focused on where we are. Our jobs, our families, where we live, and we could spend a lot of time getting lost in that. Remember, Jesus says himself in Matthew 6, where your treasure is, that's where your heart's going to be. So we have this dilemma, don't we? We've got the existence we're in now, but the promise of where we should be for the future. And what we're trying to do is get that balance right, because we can't neglect our how we're living now. But the question to us really is, how much of it are we living in preparation for that promise? How much are we living for the future? And have we got that balance right, where we should be doing, what we should be doing, and where we're going? And that's my little thought to leave you with today. Thank you very much, everyone.